What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So obviously I have a new setup here. I'm really excited about this whole thing. Got some new gear. So let me know if you do like it. I could probably shrink myself down a little bit more in order for people to see some things, but I think this is going to be good. It was very easy to do. But I wanted to talk about the squeeze in general. I wanted to talk about how fast it's going to be, because this is something that a lot of people underestimate, is the speed at which the squeeze will happen and when it will end up decreasing, and will you be able to get in, or will you be able to get out at a good price? So I wanted to talk about this so that everybody understands exactly how fast it will happen. Will you get out at that top price? Will you get out at somewhere like 80% that top price, or 70%, or wherever? And we're going to get into that in a little bit. Now, before I get started in this, make sure you guys hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this one, and make sure that you get your free stocks with Webull down below. Don't forget to check out some of the links in the description if you want to join as a member. I do live streams every morning with members only chats. It's only 99 cents, so I make it cheap so that we get rid of all of the extra BS that goes into the chats, something a little bit different. So if you want to join, hit that join button. Also, I have a Discord group. Definitely hit that link in the description. So let's talk about AMC. Now, obviously, people keep on asking me, what's my profit target? And, when it gets up to $1,000 or $100,000 or wherever, what are we going to see when it comes to that squeeze? How fast is it going to be? And are we going to be able to get out in time? Well, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because a lot of people brought up the fact that, what if a squeeze happens in the pre-market or post-market, or after-hours market? What if it happens then? Will you be able to get out of your shares? Well, it really depends how much you have. So to start there, if you have, 100 shares, it should be easy for you to get out. If you have 1,000 shares, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. If you have 2,000, 10,000 shares, it's going to be very difficult for you to get out at that top price, because it's a place to where you cannot liquidate your stocks as fast. It's just, it just happens, right? But we've seen with GME, with AMC, as you can see what you're seeing in the background here, we've seen that most of the growth that happened in the beginning, in that first jump, I wouldn't say AMC had a squeeze, but GME definitely had something, potential of a squeeze, being at 100x their previous price. They definitely jumped up, and they jumped up to AMC jumped up to $25 or $26, right? But that was all in the after hours market and pre-market. It went from that $5 or $4 mark to $25.80. Now that's really big of a movement, but did it hold? Well, as you start to look into this, it opened up, at that, $25 mark, or no, actually opened up at $15 here. And then when it opened up at 9:30, I think it must have opened up at that $20+ mark, I would say, right? $20 mark here, because obviously a green candlestick will show that it opened up at $20.34. Now, right then, it literally took a couple of hours for it to drop down to about $10 or $11. So for you to get that jump, for something that's small, this is not even the massive scale. This is what you need to do. You need to take it by the percentage that it decreased. So you could see that it went from $25 all the way until 11:30, and it dropped down to $10 or so. So know that this is going to happen in a few hours. You might see that increase overnight, and then you'll know when you'll be able to make that move, whether it is going to increase more, or you're going to be able to get out of that position. Now, I just want to make everybody clear that I'm all for the squeeze. I just want you to be as profitable as possible. I don't want the people that are holding, millions of shares to be as profitable as possible, because yes, they're going to gain profit, but the people that are below you, the people that have like 100 shares, they want to be able to make, get up to $1,000 and then sell at like $1,000 or $900, right? Somewhere in that range. Just know that you're not going to sell at the absolute top. This is what I'm trying to say here. So we're going to do a couple of more examples. You can see that AMC, though, had that decrease from here. So $25 or $26 down to, $11 or $10 or so, right? That was a huge drop within hours. So know that 20% mark is probably going to be a portion of where you can't actually sell your positions, or at least all your positions at that point. You might be able to sell a couple, but you won't be able to sell it all when it does end up eventually squeezing to $100, $200, $1,000, right? So let's go ahead and look at GME as a comparison, because that was like basically a full squeeze here, right? Not a full squeeze, but you look at 100x, and I always consider that a squeeze potential. You don't ever see anything grow 100x. So let's say that is a squeeze, right? So we have that jump from $332, which GME was something a little bit different because it had those increases over multiple days. And then you see in the after hours market and pre-market, it jumped up here, jumped up a significant amount, all the way up to $300 to where it did level out and then started to increase again up to $514. But by the time it opened up lower than where it closed. And then it even went lower by 11:30. Went down to $113 by 11:30. So know that yes, some of this does have influence in the hedge funds shorting the position as much as they possibly can in order to bring this back down, so it didn't have that full squeeze potential. But just know that when people get to that price, they are going to sell. And I don't want to spread fear in any way. No way do I want to spread fear. I just want to inform you guys that this is the way you need to navigate the squeeze. Is you're probably not going to get out at the first 20%. I'm pretty sure you're not. However, anything from 80% down, you'll be able to make your move out of there. So if it does squeeze to 1,000, if that's what you're looking at, and we'll make sure to inform you if that is the case, then you're probably not going to get in or get out at 1,000. You're probably going to get out at maybe 900 or 800, which is still pretty big, right? But if it does squeeze to 100K, if that's, possible, I've seen scenarios to where it is possible. It's just, it ends up being tough to take in because I've never seen anything get to that point. You look at crypto and that's, moving at a, exponential rate. But yeah, I mean, it's tough to be able to see that. However, it's definitely possible. I wouldn't say you rule it all out. So I just want to let everybody know, and I don't want to spread fear. I hate that I have to keep saying this because people take any type of, news as this is where you sell at as a negative take. So I hate that I have to say this, but I always have to preface everything that I say with the fact that I'm not spreading fear. I'm literally just trying to help you navigate the squeeze once it does happen. So when it does get up to, $514 or whatever it gets to for a squeeze, once we do see that massive push, you're going to have to realize, is this unsustainable? Is this movement unsustainable as it does, go up so much? Can you capture a little bit of profits and then hang on for the rest to basically say ride or die? That's what you really need to do. And all the people that follow my channel, they understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's all about profit hands. But for squeeze potentials, you do want to be able to remain, strong and hold on to that position until you get to a position that you are comfortable with. So if you're comfortable, if you said, oh, my profit target is $100, I'm there, and it gets to $100 and you end up selling some of your position with some of it going up, that's okay. I'm all for it. But the thing is that you continue to support it. You show that you took your profit while keeping some in there to support the eventual squeeze or the addition to that squeeze. So that's really what I wanted to talk about. I mean, I don't want to have to, have this long video here, but I wanted to just show you this because you can see that once we get up to that $514 mark, it's very quick. It goes from 514 down to 111 by 11:30. So just know that whenever you do see any type of squeeze, it could be very, very quick, and you can't end up getting out at that 20%, that top 20% mark. It's going to be 10, 20% that you probably won't be able to get out of. Definitely not 10%. It might happen at that, 10 to 20%. But once you start getting to the 80% and below, like all of the rest of the 80%, you'll probably be able to make your moves there. So if it goes to $1,000, you'll be able to sell at $800 if you wanted to. But it's going to be very tough to liquidate your positions overnight. So that's really what I wanted to talk about here. A lot of the volume is happening, or not a lot of the volume, but a lot of the crazy movement is happening in the after hours market with less volume. So it's kind of sketchy there. But know that I am still all for the squeeze. We still are pushing this squeeze. I still believe that it's going to be pretty big. Just know where your profit target is. I can't, say this enough. Just know where your profit target is. And accept your profit target. You don't have to sell everything, take some out and keep some in. So yeah, let me know what you think about this. Do you believe that it's going to be fast? How quick is it going to be? I'm going to put out a community post to see how fast people think it's going to happen. But you can see here, 514 all the way down to 111 or 112 basically. So that's a large amount of movement in a matter of hours. So just be careful. I don't want you to lose everything. I want you to be able to capture some profit at least, and then be able to hold and support the rest that are still holding. Because as long as you support the rest, it will continue the growth. You take out some and you keep some in there, you're still holding. You're still holding your position strong. You just captured some profit. And if it does go against you, you can probably get back in, make some more profit if you wanted to. However, I think once you do have that large squeeze and it goes to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 100K, whatever it is, you're going to see that it moves very, very fast, and you probably won't be able to get back to that point after it does hit its eventual high. So make sure you guys hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, if you want free stocks with Webull, check out the links down below. And if you want to join my membership, my YouTube membership, I do live streams every morning. It's only 99 cents, and you can participate in the members only chats. Get your questions answered as long as I know the answers. But there are a lot of people from the Discord group that actually are, really knowledgeable, and they know their stuff as well, especially when you talk about, options and crypto as well. So that's it, guys. Again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.